All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
Double honor to the apostle of the great millstone that rule well. And salutations to the icon teaching is true out the fork on the earth in the city. Love the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and the very few sisters that listen as well, man. It's the GMS Chicago count coming with another installment. This the brother Monakia.
Brother Asha.
And basically, we want to go into this lesson on how the Lord is coming back on a chariot, either to destroy or He's coming back to save the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel, when the Lord returns. And we living in them days right now, man. And if you ain't getting right with the Lord, ultimately you an enemy to the Lord. You ultimately, all the ones that slayed them or put them ashamed, it will be front and center when the Lord returns on them chariots, man. So let's get Revelations, the first chapter.
This is Revelation 1 and 7. Phone on drugs. Revelation 1 and 7. It says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, Amen."
Right. So the Lord is coming on a chariot. When the scriptures go into different parables and dark sayings and secrets, and this one of them, the Lord ultimately not going to come and ride on a cloud, which He can if He want to, but ultimately this cloud is going to a chariot, man. And it say every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, meaning the ones that crucified the Lord when He was on the cross. Hey, reincarnation is real, man, and this is a reincarnation scripture right here, and we can prove that because the brother wants to prove it. We can go into Isaiah, the 14th chapter. This is a little side note, but this Isaiah 14 and 21. It say, "Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers," man. So the ones, ultimately the son can't take iniquity for the father's sins, and the father's sin can't take for the son. But reincarnation meaning He came back and to his lot, and is going to be judged for the things that he have done. That's why every 3 generation uncle be reborn, and that's basically what this going into. So the ones that pierce the Lord shall be front center, and to prove that further, we can go right into Isaiah the 6th chapter, man, because the Lord is going to judge this world with fire.
This is Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, "For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire." It says, "For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many."
Oh, you gotta break it down, man.
Oh yeah. So at the end of the day, the Lord is coming with these chariots, man. You know what I mean, to destroy this wicked kingdom. Those 2/3, Esau, Edom, and all those who are enemies against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And don't get it misconstrued, what a chariot is. A chariot is just a form of transportation, what you would call, unidentified flying phenomenon or UFO. That's what the chariots are. And and the Lord is coming back to with fire and vengeance.
Right, and when you go into that word plead, it's going to judge. So the Lord is going to judge everyone on the face of the earth with fire, man. If you don't get right, that's why the scripture tell you, what's that scripture? This 2 Corinthians, I believe, 5? And 10. It says, "We must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shai, that everyone might receive done in his body according that he has done, whether it be good or bad." So we always going to be in that judgment seat. But hopefully the elect, ultimately the elect will be saved, man. And the ones that don't shall be destroyed, man. So you get that Psalms 103, proving that the cloud.
It's a chariot. This is Psalms 104.
Yeah, 104.
And 3. It just says, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. You know, and that's ultimately proves that the clouds, you know, is the chariot. That's exactly, it's plain. That's what it says.
That's plain, because when you go into Zechariah, the scripture also talk about how chariot can be a robe, a flying robe. Let's get that. Let's get Zechariah. What that is? 7? No, 6.
That's Zechariah 6.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the flying robe, okay. This is Zechariah 5 and 1. It says, then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, behold, a flying robe.
Now, we know a fucking flying robe, a carpet, not gonna fucking fly, man. So what the fuck is this talking about? It's ultimately talking about a chariot, man. Keep going.
And
He's gonna break it down.
Right, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
See? So it's describing how big it is. Keep going.
Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side, according to it, and everyone that swear shall be cut off, as on that side, according to it.
See? So this is the curse, meaning this is the judgment that shall go upon the face of the earth. So if you are swearing, or if you have stole, and who have the biggest stealers of the earth? Esau, man. And you fucking 2/3, man, because you are robbing the Lord from his glory by not teaching his truth. Keep going.
I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh of hosts, and they shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swear falsely by my name. And they shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
And that's ultimately to judge the 2/3 of our people, man, because a lot of our people falsely swear by the Lord's name, man.
That's right.
We can drop that, and we can go into 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, because this curse that we just read in Zechariah 5 is it just said it's gonna go upon the whole world, man. And the whole world, even talking about the nations and the 2/3, man. So if you ain't part of the elect, like I said, you ultimately will be destroyed. You start at 1.
This is 2nd Ezra 13 and 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night.
Now this Ezra's having a dream, and he's trying to describe what he saw. Keep going.
And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Right, 1,000 of heaven, meaning Yahweh Shai, which we can drop this real quick and get that Psalm 68, because that Psalm 68 go into how the Lord is coming back with thousands of chariots. This Psalm 68 and 17. It said the chariots Yahweh is 20,000, even 1,000 of angels. The Lord is amen them as Sion in the holy place. Real plain and real simple, man. When the Lord returns, he's coming back with an army to destroy the wicked, man. Plain and simple. So when you go back in this 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, the 3rd verse, it's saying, behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of heaven, meaning the chariots. Keep going, brother.
It says, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Right. Everything. That's why the scripture tell you, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess, man. Because when the Lord returns, everybody is gonna obey the Lord, man. You're not gonna buck up. I wish you would buck up when the Lord returns and he come back in his power, man.
Right.
You gonna get some act right, man. Keep going. Right.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire.
See that? So the chariots is gonna shoot out laser beams, man. is going to be spinning out fire and labor beings to destroy this place. And this place is talking about Babylon the Great, of AK America, man. Keep going.
And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
See? You see that, man? Read it one more time.
It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
So these people is going to come against the Lord, the nations, man. That's why it's going to be a war in heaven, which we're going to prove in Revelations, I believe, the 9th chapter, man. But keep going.
Yep. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. I think that's Revelation 12.
Oh, it might be 12. It's a lot. I don't know.
But I would have seen the Salakia, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it.
Meaning the chariot. The Lord literally is going to use the chariots to destroy these people, man, in this place. Keep going.
Yep. But I would have seen the region of place whereout the hill was graven. I could not.
Keep going.
And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
That's why it's going to be a war in heaven. That's why the scripture tell you about the war of Armageddon, the war of all wars, man. Everyone know World War III is going to be the last war of all times, man. That's why all the nations is gathering in the Jehoshaphat right now to what? Because they believe after they destroy America that they have next. But we got news flash for you. We got next, man. That's why when you go into before we go into that Revelation 19, let's get Wisdom of Solomon. Salakia, brother.
Wisdom of Solomon 5?
Yeah, you got it, brother.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 5. And you want to start at 1?
Yeah.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made no account of his labors.
And you know that's talking about the elect, the man sighing, crying, out here teaching his truth, and condemning this devil about the things that he had done according to us.
Yep.
Keep going.
It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
See, when they tremble, because we out here teaching His word and waking up the nation of the Yasharallah, man. They are trembling and scrambling, man, because they thought we'd never ever come back into our power, man. Keep going.
Right. And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
See, of the strangeness of his salvation. Why? Because when the Lord returns, He's coming to destroy, and ultimately He's coming to save the nation of Israel, man. Keep going.
It says, so far beyond all that they look for.
All they looked for. They never even thought this would ever happen, because in their mind, they believe they have next.
Yep.
But we got news for you, man. We got next, man. When the Lord returns, He's setting up His army, His people to rule this face of the earth, man. That's why we out here preaching His word. To let the usher the Lord in, to let the people know that if you don't get right soon, the Lord is going to ultimately destroy you. Or if you get right, the Lord can come back and save you, man. That's our message, man.
That's right.
You go to that Revelation, the 12th chapter is the 12th chapter, brother.
Yeah.
It was right.
It's Revelation
12 and 7.
12. So
And this further proved this second Exodus 13.
Revelation 12 and 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Right. And you know, Michael is one of the charge of the Lord angel to when he sent out destruction through, man. Michael is going to be that angel that go forth to defend the Lord. Keep going.
Yep. And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Right. So when they come back, they ain't gonna prevail against the angels of the Lord. Remember, if you know about the story against King David, that one angel killed thousands. I think 10,000 or something like that, man.
Right.
100,000 if I ain't mistaken.
Right.
With one swing.
Right.
So I don't care what type of technology that Esau have. I don't give a fuck what he try to bring out his asshole, man. He's not gonna prevail against the army of the Lord, man.
Not at all.
Not at all, man. You got something else? No, that's it.
Yeah, that's it on that. I got Habakkuk 3.
Oh, Salakia, brother.
What you
No,
got?
it's cool. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
Which one you want?
You go on. No, you go ahead. Habakkuk what?
I think it's Habakkuk 3. If I got this right. Is that right?
Habakkuk 3 and 8.
Yeah, I think it's 3 and
God.
8. Yeah. It's Habakkuk 3 and 8. It says, was Yahweh displeased against the rivers? Was thy anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea, that thou didst ride upon thy horses and thy chariots of salvation? So, the Lord, when he come with those chariots and he hit them with this fire, everything's going to get burnt up over here. It's like, man, it's going to be unbelievable. And people will be like, man, what happened?
Yeah.
And this is the Lord in his fury, pleading with all flesh, and everything around it is going to be, in that vicinity, aka America, it's going to be burnt up.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. Certain parts of the world get hit with nukes and get destroyed, but ultimately America is the one that's gonna be totally destroyed, man.
Right.
This Psalms 14 and 7, it say, "Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion when the Lord bring back the captivity of his people. Jacob shall rejoice and Israel shall be glad, man." So when the Lord returns, like I said, he's going to either coming back to save or he's coming back to destroy, man. You got the next one.
Yep. So we got that Psalm. I got Wisdom of Solomon. I think it's 18 and 15. So a lot here. So this is Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 15. It says, the almighty word leaped down from heaven out of the royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction. So this is Yahweh Shah. You know what I mean? Leaped off the throne to get ready for the battle. And brought thy unfeigned commandment as a sharp sword, and standing up filled all things with death, and it touched the heaven, but it stood upon the earth. So that's him riding in them clouds, bringing havoc. On those chariots, and everything that the Lord is against, all these wicked people, they're going to be smoked, man. And there's no turning back the Lord's anger or his vengeance against his wicked people. So this is what he's going to do, and you can't stop it. There's no escaping judgment for this wicked kingdom. And and the Lord is going to use his instruments, like he said, those 1,000 angels will come and bring judgment to this place. And I got one more. What that's? You got something? Yeah, this is Acts 1 and 9, proving that that the elect of Israel is going to be beamed up, and the Lord is coming back the same way he left.
Yeah.
This is Acts 1 and 9, and he says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and the cloud received him out of their sight.
See, that's another parable. Like, so we just gonna get beamed up in clouds now.
Right.
What is it talking about? It's talking about a chariot, brother. But you got it.
Yep. And while they looked steadfast toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? The same Yahweh Shah, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
Yeah.
So that's proving that the Lord, was beamed up, like the elect is going to be beamed up in those chariots, and he's coming back with those chariots to do the same thing. Save Israel and destroy this wicked kingdom.
Yeah.
Y'all thinking he's going to poof cloud as if the Lord don't have technology beyond our understanding, for lack of better words. Tell you something.
And that's plain, man.
Right.
Same way the Lord left, and it's the same way the Lord is going to return, man, in them chariots. Like I said, either the Lord is going to come back to destroy, or to me, he's coming back to destroy the wicked, meaning these 2/3 and the other nations, or the Lord is going to come back to save, and he's coming to save the righteous and the hopeful elect. That's praising his holy name, man. So with that, we gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and the great millstone that rule well, and salutations to the occupancies in this true up folk on the earth, true and city, man. We gonna say Shalom, Abal, and Kwan Yasharal.